Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins.
Set to kick off.
For the right to return here in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 56, here we go from Los Angeles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here is Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun is Luton. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Breida on the carry.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Tua. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Miles Jack with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Luton. That ball complete to Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Andy Isabella. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's got this down to the 35. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
At the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Jacksonville.
That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal at the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Dolphins nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check 3. Check 26. Check 26.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Good. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Breida. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Dustin.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback throwing it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Luton to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Gun, Eckler running it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts
2 yards
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
You ain't going to blur me.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Ball carrier. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch twist. Watch the two blast.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Dolphins.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
30-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Check four, right.
And he won't get there. stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Luton. He'll get this to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Luton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
From the gun is Luton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Jaguars 21, Dolphins 7.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 30.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw is Luton. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Running on first down, Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lambo is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like I ain't.
Today's final score,
and the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.